5th anniversary. Let's talk about it. Dragon Ball Legends 5th anniversary is coming to a close, but what an anniversary it was. This is arguably the greatest campaign in the history of Dragon Ball Legends, and there is no better way to celebrate a 5th anniversary than to be the best campaign in the history of the game. It started out with the reveals and stuff.
You won't escape!
The warrior of full casserole! Prepare yourself.
Which culminated in LF, Goku, and Frieza.
Impossible.
Taste defeat at the hatch!
The LF was insane. It's honestly one of the best animated LFs I've seen in this game, one of my favorites, and I think every LF should be a spectacle to behold and something you really enjoy seeing when you're able to get it after a long match fighting your opponent. So they really knocked it out of the ballpark with there, and then they did something absolutely insane by buffing Goku and Frieza after they felt they weren't living up to the expectations they had for the unit. Therefore, the decision has been made to take exceptional action in this singular instant. You can see they underline it and make it red. They make sure you read that part. Exceptional action in this singular instance. It's an insane thing for them to do. I'll talk more about my feelings on the buff in particular later on in the video, but that is a crazy start, and that's how you knew Anniversary was gonna be wild. Alongside that, we had the beginning of the non-stop raids, which I felt were really good. The 700cc from each raid was really nice. All the rewards in the shop were great. It was a great way to get the new Arts Boost medals in order to Arts Boost your characters. It was just a fantastic thing. Tons of rewards, slot removers, everything you want in a exchange shop. They also did a fantastic job with the free-to-play Vegeta. The Gohan was a little but the Vegeta was actually really good, and I'm glad. I like when free-to-play units are usable. Obviously, they're not going to be the best in the game, but to have a good free-to-play, a very solid option for maybe someone just starting out or someone who just needs a little boost but doesn't want to, put money in the game and hasn't been getting lucky with summons, that is a very nice addition. And then we got news of one of the most exciting LFs to ever come to Dragon Ball Legends, getting his Zenkai, finally. UI Sign Goku finally got Zenkai in Dragon Ball Legends, and he is fantastic. This is a fantastic job Zenkai unit. It makes him a very usable unit, very viable in PvP, and he is just as fun as he was the day he came out. They really knocked it out of the park with this one. But they weren't done there. They then decided to drop part 2 of Dragon Ball Legends 5th anniversary, and it was the superhero units. The units everyone has been wanting since LF Beast Gohan dropped. We got our Orange Piccolo, the Grill Master himself.
Gotcha.
And then a Gamma 1 and 2.
We are the greatest superheroes!
Try again. You've had your fun.
And to make it even crazier, it was a dual LF banner. We have not had that in forever. I think not since the 2021 Legends Festival. It was an absolute crazy time. We had Orange Piccolo on a banner with Nerd Han as the new unit. And then on the other banner, we had Tag Gamma 1 and 2 alongside the new Magenta with a Cell Max death animation. This was crazy. The animations go pretty hard. Piccolo's transforming animation when he revives is sick. The fact that we got Cell Max in the game is crazy. So many people have been wanting him, but not sure how they'd introduce him. So I think this was a great way to put such a big character in the game. Alongside that, we had Gamma 1 and 2, who are honestly one of the most fun units I've used in this game in quite a while. They are truly just a good time using them. They don't feel too crazy overpowered or underwhelming. They feel like they kind of hit that sweet spot of being very good, but just enjoyable to use. I don't know what it is about them. They're just a good time. So this was obviously a very exciting time. It also brought the return of Beast Gohan, so for any new players who hadn't gotten him, or anyone who wanted more stars on him, or just maybe got unlucky the first time, he was back on both banners. An exciting time if you loved the new Dragon Ball superhero movie, or you're a movie's main in the game. Just a phenomenal part 2. Honestly, it is amazing. Boy, oh boy, did they say, let's take this hype and ratchet it up another level by dropping another LF Zenkai. They dropped Sword of Hope Trunks Zenkai, and he is just as, if not better, than the LF UI sign Goku. It really makes me feel like the future of LF Zenkais is super bright, so I'm feeling really good about that. But it led into our reveals and stuff, which they went balls to the wall crazy on. They had an entire drone show, which was actually really cool. I was a big fan of this show. It did get a little long. I think they could have maybe done without some of it, but it was actually really cool to see them do something different like this. I love when they try different things in the reveals and stuff to just try and make them more exciting and entertaining to watch. So I definitely give this a huge thumbs up, but it led to the announcement of Ultra Vegito Blue.
And this, Vegito.
A unit I have wanted ever since LF Vegito Blue fell off, since Vegito's my favorite character, and I probably would say Vegito Blue is my favorite form for Vegito. I was super hyped for this moment, super excited to get Ultra Vegito Blue in Dragon Ball Legends, and obviously a lot of other people were too, since we got some top grossing awards for Vegito Blue. Man brought home the bag for Toshi and Bandai. Crazy scenes. It was insane. Vegito Blue is an absolutely mental unit. We'll see how long he lasts, and if Legends does their normal Legends thing and drop some big counter to him after this in like the next coming 2 or 3 months, we'll have to see on that. But crazy unit and an absolute phenomenal way to end the anniversary. And now as we wait for the banners to go away in just a couple weeks, they did add some like ending of anniversary stuff, which is actually huge because the end of anniversary has always just been something awful. They've always just kind of dropped the ball after anniversary. It's like they kind of just phone it in and there's no more events or anything going on. Game gets dry. But now we have this 5th anniversary after party. Tons of great rewards from that. You can even get some LFZ power at the end. And this anniversary gold rush event. A great way to get a bunch of Zenny, maybe even spending a whole bunch of Zenny on arts boosting or equipment, anything like that. A great way to replenish those probably depleted Zenny supplies. Of course, we'll have to see where things go from here. I'm assuming we'll be getting our August, Vegeta Clan LF. It'll probably be a LF Vegeta. We'll have to see on that. The new Battle Gauntlet and Zenkai Cell certainly makes things interesting there. But 5th anniversary, man. What a time. What a great celebration. Was it perfect? No, there's always going to be something we could always say that can make it better, but it was truly amazing. I got really lucky, as you can see here, this anniversary. Vegito Blue is insane. If you haven't watched my summoning on Vegito Blue, it's the luckiest I've ever been in the history of this game. I think any gacha game is the luckiest I've ever been with Mr. Ultra Vegito Blue. We got Go Frieza decent. I pulled Go Frieza one time. The rest was Z Power, though. We got the Gamma 1 and 2s. We got Magenta with Cell Max. Got some nice stars on Kawaii and Jiren. Overall, it was a good time for me. I didn't summon on Orange Piccolo just because I personally am not the biggest Orange Piccolo fan, but I thought this was a really great anniversary. But as I said, it wasn't perfect. There were definitely things they can improve. They need to work on balancing units in this game a little bit better. I feel like Piccolo, underwhelming for how badly everyone wanted Orange Piccolo and talked up Orange Piccolo. He's not awful. It's not like he's unusable. He's just not quite as good as all the other anniversary units that came out. And that just is a little bit of a shame considering how big of a character Orange Piccolo is and how much everyone wanted him. The Gammas also kind of got done dirty with the fact that Vegito Blue dropped as a red and basically just completely wiped them out of PvP. You just never see the Gammas. They do go type neutral, upon switching and whatnot, but I feel like they could have made the Gammas age a little bit better since they knew Vegito Blue was coming out. They could have done something to maybe help with the Gammas. You still see them a little bit, but you just really don't anymore. As I mentioned with Go Frieza, they got a pretty big time buff, which I actually think they overdid it. I think they've made Go Frieza too good now. It's basically if you're not running Go Frieza, you're going to get rushed instantly right away. And then if you're fighting Go Frieza, which you probably are because most everyone is running Go Frieza, it's going to make life a lot harder to rush them since Go Frieza have the rush gauge. Also, a lot of people are running Go Frieza alongside an endurance unit, so they'll just yoink your buff from sitting on the bench, or I should say in the reserves on standby, and then you can't even kill the endurance unit with your rush, even if you have a unit that would normally do that. I do like the fact that they're making it so the game is less rush reliant, but having that based solely around using a single unit, I'm not a fan of. Hopefully this changes and they either make more characters with it, or they just figure out a different way to make Rising Rush less annoying. They did do something interesting with Vegito Blue and make it so he can kind of get a second rush faster. I think the whole goal of that was you rush Go Frieza, they do their gauge, they counter you and stop your rush, but then you get a Dragon Ball upon clicking the Rising Rush button, and then you can farm up that second rush. So it's basically like you get a whole rush, but you use the first one and it got countered. Either way though, I am ecstatic. Let me know your thoughts on the anniversary in the comments down below. But overall, a great campaign. We had the month with the highest CC ever. We do, of course, kind of are going up in CC every year in terms of like what we're getting. They're just kind of handing out more of it. Of course, they release now more LF and Ultra banners, which kind of need more CC. But fantastic job, Legends. Fantastic job. I love where things are going. I hope that Legends Festival is even better than this. I hope you find a way to level up again. There's definitely room to improve, as I mentioned, with Hoi Poi and kind of the balancing of like new characters, so it's not like the Gammas, you know, are unused now just a short while after the release. So hopefully, you know, they can figure that out. Balancing has kind of been tough for these guys over at Legends, but we'll see what they come up with. Let me know your thoughts on the anniversary in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you're new around here. I appreciate all the support recently. It's been crazy, and I hope you all have a fantastic day, are staying happy and healthy, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.